Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name is Sid, and Happy New Year! Or Happy New Year's Eve if you're watching this video the day it comes out. But whatever the case might be, whenever you're watching this, 2023 was a great year for movies. Lots of great movies came out this year, and I thought it would be kind of fun to make a little end-of-year video where I rank my top 5 favorite movies as someone who's just like a big fan of media and a big fan of movies in particular. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Coming in at number 5, you have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The Guardians of the Galaxy franchise has always been kind of like special to me because the first one came out in like 2014 when I was like 12 years old. And it's kind of the movie that got me like into Marvel initially and like into the MCU. Like I watched it and I thought, wow, this is really awesome. Like the first MCU movie I watched I think was Iron Man 3, which was, Iron Man 3 is a good movie, but Guardians of the Galaxy the original, which is like such a heartfelt, fun movie that really got me like into Marvel. And Volume 2 I also enjoyed, but it didn't quite have the magic of the first movie. But Volume 3 really like sort of captures what makes the Guardians of the Galaxy great. Like it has very, very good themes. Like the message of the movie is very powerful. All the characters get like very fitting send-offs, or maybe not send-offs, but fitting closure in this movie. And the new villain, the High Evolutionary, was amazing. I really hope we see more of him. Maybe he can be the main villain now, because obviously with the whole Jonathan Majors controversy. But yeah, I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy. Also, great soundtrack. All of these movies have great soundtracks. I have Volume 2 and 3 on CD, and Volume 3 especially, I really love the soundtrack, especially the song Reasons by Earth, Wind & Fire. Beautiful song. I love that song. So, putting it all on real quick. If you don't know the song Reasons by Earth, Wind & Fire, check it out. And yeah, I love this movie, so that's why it's my 5th favorite movie of 2023. Coming in at 4th place, we have Killers of the Flower Moon. Killers of the Flower Moon is, in one word, just very harrowing. It's like it's a very intense movie. It's a very serious movie, and it doesn't shy away from like the melancholy and sadness of its subject matter. And I think it's a more powerful movie for it. Like it really resonates. You really feel like the pain of the Osage people throughout. And I think the main driver of that is Lily Gladstone's performance. Now, this is a Martin Scorsese movie. It has a lot of great actors in it. It has Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro. So it's not me saying it lightly to say that Lily Gladstone is the best actress in this movie, but she is by far. I think her performance really, really carries the film in a way, because she really like channels sort of the pain of the Osage people beautifully, and it's a beautiful movie. Really, really resonant about a very important and kind of undertold part of American history. I really loved it. It's a great homage to the Osage people. Great work by Martin Scorsese to like bring more awareness to this. I think it's a beautiful film. I hope it gets shown in APUSH classes throughout the land in the coming years. And yeah, great film. Next up in 3rd place, we have Barbie. Barbie is like the best way I can describe Barbie is it's everything you'd want it to be. I mean, it's got amazing visual flair. They caused a worldwide pink paint shortage on this movie because they used so much pink paint. The set design, speaking of which, crazy. The set design's amazing. Great music. Everyone talks about I'm Just Ken, which rightfully so. Great song, great scene in the film. But Dance the Night Away by Dua Lipa, also amazing song. I love that song. Banger. And all the performances are on point. You can tell that Greta Gerwig, the actors who've, had Greta Gerwig as a director always talk about how like she creates a really supportive environment on set, and like especially on Barbie they talk about how like fun it was, and you can really see that. Like it really does seem like they were having a lot of fun with this movie, but it also like is able to be serious when it needs to be. Like it balances like sort of some of the more serious themes really well with all the humor and fun aspects of it. And yeah, I mean, I think this movie, it's a cultural touchstone almost. It's like, I think this is the movie 2023 will most be remembered for. And yeah, I think it's well deserved. At number 2, we have the film that famously shares a release date with Barbie, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer it's just Christopher Nolan at his very, very best. Christopher Nolan, he has great visual style, great visual flair, and he's able to really thrill you with his films, and Oppenheimer is just like that at its peak. I think every actor in this movie is on their A game. I think Cillian Murphy's excellent. Robert Downey Jr. has probably the best performance of his career. Emily Blunt doesn't have much screen time, but she's really great when she's on screen. And really every actor in this film is absolutely killing it. The score is iconic. Especially, I mean, this whole movie is great, but the last like 45 minutes are just incredible filmmaking, incredible storytelling, so well done. What can you really say at this point? I mean, I feel like everything that can be said has been said about this movie, but it's great. I'm really excited for the re-release. I'll probably go see it in IMAX 70 millimeter if I'm able to find the time, because I saw it in IMAX, but like regular IMAX, not the 70 millimeter. So I kind of want to see it in that if I get the chance. But yeah, I mean, amazing film, a visual achievement, a storytelling achievement, an acting achievement, just great film. And finally, drumroll please, my favorite film of 2023 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Now, I will very proudly admit that I'm very biased because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. Also, there's an Indian Spider-Man in this, and that's pretty cool for me, of course. But even regardless of those two things, this is a great movie. I mean, Into the Spider-Verse is one of my favorite superhero movies ever, and I think this movie really like surpassed it. Like the animation, the way they use the multiverse to tell a compelling like story that spans the multiverse but also has deeply personal stakes. The way they expand Gwen's character in this movie, I think, is really well done. Exploring her relationship with her dad is great. You know, the way they kind of expand, the way that Miles' character has matured since the first movie is really, really well done. You really kind of like get the sense that he's grown into being Spider-Man in a very sort of, you know, important way. And it's just so well done. Also Hobie is probably my favorite new character in this movie. Hobie was so cool. He didn't have that much screen time, but he's so cool every scene he's in. Also, I'll be remiss to not mention the music. I own this album or the Metro Booming soundtrack on CD. Great songs. I really love Silk and Cologne and Mona Lisa, which is not on the CD for some reason. I don't know what's up with that, but the Dominic Fike song, Mona Lisa, really beautiful song. Just a beautifully animated movie, beautiful story. I really hope that Beyond the Spider-Verse isn't delayed too much. I've heard that it might not be coming out in 2024 anymore, but you know, I'd really like for the cliffhanger to be resolved sooner rather than later, but I guess we'll see about that. But yeah, I mean, Across the Spider-Verse it's basically a perfect movie for me. It's like it takes my favorite thing, Spider-Man, and just dials it up all the way, and I think it's awesome. I loved Across the Spider-Verse. I think it's a love letter to Spider-Man, and it's a love letter to great animation, and it's a love letter to great storytelling, and I just love it. It's a great movie. It's my favorite movie 2023. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, I'm interested in maybe doing a favorite songs or favorite albums of 2023 video next. So let me know if you'd want either of those, because I love talking about music as well, as you can probably tell during this review. But yeah, other than that, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great new year. Hope you have a great 2024. And yeah, see you soon. Peace.